Hey, how you doing guys? ZDEyE here. So today I wanted to talk about regarding of the PlayStation 5 reveal. In fact, it may be happening very soon. This is not necessarily meaning that it's going to be happening in a month or two. In fact, maybe even less than that. But anyway, there's a particular article on pushsquare.com. I will leave links down below in the description. They actually very recently posted this article. I will mention a few tidbits of information from here. It's definitely necessary for the commentary. And it's regarding that a earnings call that took place near the beginning of the month with a full transcript that has just actually been visualized, basically, so it's all about the PlayStation 5 and its reveal. And Sony Senior Executive Vice President, the Chief Financial Officer, Hiroki Totoki, he actually said, "When the time is right, we will disclose the new product." Unfortunately, this does not necessarily mean anything regarding of extra information when we should be expecting it, but he actually gets into a little bit more details. And I quote, "It's very difficult to really discuss this timing-wise, but as of today, we will provide the guidance at the time period, which is comparable to the past, so we will not change the time schedule." Now, when he actually mentioned as well the comparable to the past, of course we could be understanding and a reference to the PlayStation Past reveal that has happened in February 2013. The thing itself, the event itself happened was on the 20th of February 2013, revealing the PlayStation 4, more about it anyway. And as such, basically, we can definitely not expect to see this similar thing happening again for the PlayStation 5 this time. 20th of February is going to be happening in 2 days. There's no possible way that they will be announcing it. And basically, when they would at least maybe say something about the event when it would be happening, because mind you, I believe it was January 31st, 2013. That's when Sony said that the reveal will be happening on the 20th of February 2013. So obviously, well, look at this, right? It took 20 days, a little bit more than that, 20 days until the reveal was about to happen. If we do follow with that route again, if we expect, let's say, for example, next week, we will find out finally that there will be a reveal. So you can definitely expect it at least, well, then after, so another 20 days. Well, that's, of course, if we are following the PlayStation 4 route reveal, of course. Now, let's say next week, I don't know, 25th, maybe 29th, just, for heck of it, they're going to reveal that there is going to be an event for the PlayStation 5. And of course, you can then may expect it that the reveal event itself for the PlayStation 5 will be happening on the 20th of March. And that if that's the route the PlayStation or Sony, I should say, is going to go with, yeah, I mean, I can completely understand and see it happening that way. I also definitely need to mention this. I do not believe at all that this event will be happening this month, February. No possible way. I just don't see it, not any longer. March is probably the earliest. April, a lot of people predicting as well, because I actually pulled up a poll and I asked you a question when you expect to see the PlayStation event happening. Was it like maybe February, maybe March, maybe April, maybe May as such? A lot of more people presumed it would have been happening in April. Personally, for me, I'm still thinking about it may be actually happening in March, still till this day. But yes, because of the rumors, yes, because of the timeline and how we went approaching with the PlayStation 4 event, everyone thought it would have been happening on February, but it seems like it doesn't seem like it's going to go with that route. We definitely cannot forget, for example, the coronavirus as well, the issues happening out there down the east, and a lot of difficulties are going to be on that part. There's always going to be some kind of sacrifices on that part regarding the event. I do apologize about the people, having very difficult times over there as well. Fortunate enough, anyway, for me, I live in Europe, so coronavirus didn't reach this far. Hopefully, it never will. Hopefully, the doctors, the scientists, hopefully they're gonna be able to resolve this issue, this situation that presumably may be somewhat of a dangerous situation, of course, as well. And anyway, maybe this is also why the reason PlayStation decided, well, Sony, goddammit, Sony decided to, push the event a little bit further down the road. And we, so far as at this moment, we do know-ish. This is a rumor, it's not really confirmation that PlayStation 5, the development of it, you know, the manufacturing, should not be a case of an issue of the coronavirus, because if you guys did not know, the manufacturing of the PlayStation 5 is happening in China, down there anyway, Japan, China I think it was, and obviously coronavirus is around there too. And it's been said that coronavirus should not be really an issue, so they shouldn't really be able to delay the game, well, the console itself. But still, we don't know, this is a rumor, there's no confirmation. We will have to wait for the event, we will have to see when would there be a release date for the console itself, the PlayStation 5. E3 2020, PlayStation is skipping up again, so definitely we're not going to be expecting a similar route as the PlayStation 4 one did, because 2013 at the E3, remember we had a PlayStation conference, right? They announced the release date, they announced the pricing as well of how much the PlayStation 4 will cost. That's when we found out it was about $400, 400 euros. And basically also the release date November. But this time around the PlayStation 5 may go with a completely different route, but still, since I have just mentioned Hiroki Totoki, basically he kind of wants to still go with a comparable to the past, with that kind of a similarities to it, but I still kind of have a little bit of doubts that I don't really see it as exactly the same thing, and that's already kind of a proven thing, right? Tomorrow, the next day, even if we do find out about the event, it's not going to be going with a similar route any longer, as the PlayStation 4 event has happened before. And that's all we really have to do, is simply wait it out and wait a little bit longer. I know it's kind of frustrating as well, to be honest with you. It is frustrating for me as well. Like, I'm a very big fan of the PlayStation stuff. Like, we have to wait a little bit longer for this to happen. And it cannot come any sooner. All of us are starving on the information and the news regarding the next gen, for the PlayStation 5 especially, because, like, you know, Sony's been extremely secretive about this. Like, the only real published information was from the Wired, and regarding the rumbling controller, rumble controllers and everything for the PlayStation 5, that that the PlayStation 5 will be able to support up to 8K quality of games, 60 FPS is minimal. And, you know, as an example, like, these informations, I already gone over all of that information. If you want to take a look at my videos previously, and regarding all this information as well. This is the real confirmation of the information anyway regarding the PlayStation 5, but everything else in all reality, and if it was not said by the developers themselves or higher ups, I should probably reference to. If they didn't say so, and more or less it was just kind of rumors or leaks or speculations, you know, this is not a real deal, it's not real, it's not confirmation, unfortunately. So, you know, you always, if we are looking forward to something, right, obviously it's going to be a lot more rumors, a lot more spreadings going around, and that people will be anticipating a lot more from the console, from the presentation, from the event, when it will be happening. We don't even know when the event happens. God damn it. Every day I'm just like scrolling through Twitter, I'm going through PlayStation blog, everywhere. Like, I'm just seeing some kind of information, something to do with a PlayStation 5 event happening in February. I was hoping for that, but now I just don't see it happening any longer. I do see it perhaps a chance of a confirmation. You know, like, finally we will be announcing when the event of the PlayStation 5 will be happening. And so, you know, I presume may be happening in February, hopefully, but then the event itself may be happening in March. I'm very much looking forward to that. I don't know what to expect, of course, as well. When to expect, I should probably reference to. But still, this is going to be exciting. I cannot wait to see far more about this as well. Man, there's going to be a lot of games coming out on the launch day as well. And, you know, like, we just have to wait and see, of course. You know, I'm just expecting a lot of things. Of course, I'm sure everyone else, all of you guys as well, are, you know, feeling this similar as I do. Alright, well, at that, that's all I got for today. I think I dragged this long enough. I don't think I should have dragged this long enough. Alright, well, I'll see you guys all later. Have an awesome day. As always, like and subscribe. Again, have a good one.